All right, fire signs. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. For some of you, the noise in the background is soothing. For others of you, you may have a form of irritation, but unfortunately, I refuse to put myself in torture. It's hot in California, for one. So I did it last year. I made it through the heat and releasing your readings. And I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to turn on this cooler and I'm going to do these readings without feeling like I'm going to pass out because I was being mindful. I didn't want anyone to, you know, I wanted you to be able to just to focus on the reading and not the extra. What needs to change, fire signs, is putting the need to put uh, the feelings of everyone else first before your own, are putting the needs of others before you, because no one is thinking what you're thinking. So, for instance, if you're like, well, I'm going to get some water, and you're being considerate, I can understand you asking, hey, do you want some water? Okay, I get that. Okay, that's courtesy. But what needs to change is putting people first before yourself, because no one is it's not going to be appreciated, and basically no one cares. And why I say no one cares is because you're going to disappoint yourself. I'm talking to my empath fire signs. Okay, if you're a fire sign, you're saying, this is not your message. You're more than welcome to stay. Okay, that message specifically was not for you. I'm talking to my empaths. Okay, and Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. All right, I think I'm gonna do Leo first. Let me get my paper. Things that need to change, Leo. I will be releasing. I will be releasing the monthly, just to keep you on your toes, fire signs. I'm thinking this message is directly for Leo. Is you your tears has nourished your growth. You didn't become bitter. You accepted how you were changing. Okay. So, Leo, congratulations on your level of maturity. And the reason why I'm saying it is this was the weeping tree, which was for um, the month, this month. I'm not going to say the month because this is a timeless reading. I don't want to timestamp that. Okay. So it's easy for you to let go, Leo. Now, Aries and Sagittarius, you're being pulled to let things go. Okay. Especially this week with the moon. So, Leo, we're going to do you first. And then Aries. And then Sagittarius, we'll do you next. All right. Whatever it is, when it comes to doing things first, look at it as there is no wrong way of going about things. And that's what needs to change. It's kind of like if something doesn't go the way it's supposed to, or you're not doing something correctly, it's learning from good errors. Don't let it go. Don't be so hard on, like, for instance, say you forgot to take the trash out. Don't be hard on yourself. Okay, you forgot to take the trash out. So There's two ways to resolve it. You can call the company to pick up the trash, which is going to be a fee, okay? Which is already a fee because you have to pay for them picking up your trash, okay? Or you can just wait a whole nother week and wait for the trash. If you're one of those people who you don't do trash. So I mean, a lot of people, you know, you have people who don't have trash cans in their home. Like they don't put trash cans under their sink. They don't have no trash cans in the house. Okay, trash goes outside. There is no wrong way. What works for you? So what needs to change, fire signs? Specifically, I'm talking to Leo. Is I feel like the difficulties is letting go. Right? Let's change cards. We're doing you first, Leo. Actually, I'm being guided. This is just going to be all. It's going to be together, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But specifically, what needs to change is not attaching yourself to things that you need to let go of, and it can be simple things. You know, like, oh, I didn't make my coffee right, so you're determined to make your coffee right the next go round. It's like, oh, I did I say something wrong? So you're walking on eggshells with your words when it comes to communicating with a particular person. No, free flow with ease, Leo. So pretty much it just feels like letting go of things that, letting go of things that it takes time to develop. It takes time to letting go of mistakes, Leo. Yeah, letting go of mistakes. My fire sign. You have to do what works for you, Leo. Okay. Leo, make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Like I said, I'm not gonna burn up. I am not gonna burn myself up trying to do no reading. When I tell you it's hot and humid and I just turned the air on, it's okay to be frugal at this time. There is no expiration date when it comes to being frugal. Fire signs. Make sure you go over to the podcast too when time permits itself. There is no rush, but there is readings over there. Alright, I think I'm gonna just pull one more. Okay. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. I'm hearing that song, It's Your Anniversary, fire signs. So it's time for you to prioritize your time. Now is not the time to worry about something that is not related to what's been proposed, some type of commitment. If it's not attached to a commitment, then that shouldn't be a priority. We what we have here. Yeah, 8 of dedication. And there's 2 cards. Hold on. Oh no, it's 1. No, is it 2? It feels like it's 2. Mm. Something about 2, the number 2, to be significant. You're more than enough. You're more than enough. That's what I'm pulling. Fire signs. Hold on. I haven't decided how I'm going to set this up here. But anyhow, fire signs. All right. So your wild unknown archetype cards, you have the temple, the pilgrim, the poet, the ocean, the castle, the shadow, the bridge. Let me get something. I'll just use this. Um, this is a commitment. Like I said, if whatever you're prioritizing, fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, it's like your word is your bond, okay? And it's like you don't have to follow. You can change things up just because something, I feel like whoever you're dealing with, they're stuck in their old ways. Or they're connected. If their family is stuck in their old ways, they're trying to satisfy their family and they're wanting you to bow down so that you guys can prevent issues. But it feels like fire signs, you're saying, I am not going to wear a mask. You're saying it's like you rather keep yourself busy than having to deal with someone else's family. We have the poet here. Okay. You are very, very wise here, but there's something that you're supposed to see. And you're refusing to see something, a sense of belonging. It feels like this person's family, it's like once you break this barrier, you showing up will break a barrier. So what needs to change is having prejudgment based off of there's missing pieces. We have the ocean here. This is someone laying in their feelings on the line and with the castle here, but within closed doors. This is literally, it's like one way someone's acting one way, right behind closed doors, and then on the outside they're acting a whole nother way. But it works, okay? This is not giving me the opposite. The opposite works. This is one calms the other here, but there's a curiosity of protection that's needed. And the reason why I say this is it's like it's fire signs. You're telling someone, or this is how you're feeling at this moment. It's like I'd rather pull myself away if you're not going to protect how I feel. You're not going to respect my boundaries here. So it feels like this prioritizing, you're prioritizing your boundaries at this time, and you're being very committed here. That's that. What needs to change is those respecting your boundaries. They will be respected with the light activation. Because with this poet and with this share your life, you are choosing your words wisely. If you're not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, I like that about you, fire signs. You're not trying to consume anyone with your fire. It's like, get with my program. Um, we have I serve personal creativity. So some of you could be working on new projects. And for the most part, it has to do with self. You could be focused on certain areas of your body, certain adding new characteristics. Basically, you're programming new things into yourself. You're learning something new. So you're programming yourself. It says, I serve a daily life. Right now, fire signs, you are really, really grateful. And what needs to change is someone's not, is the respect. You're not stuck up, or you're not like set in one way. You're just saying, I'm taking one day at a time, and you are a leader, not a follower. That's what it feels like. Overall direction. It's like someone wants you to stay one way all the time. Today you may just be calm. Tomorrow you may be excited. And then the following day you may have a sense of worry. It's like someone wants you to constantly be on the go, and be some type of like mascot. And you're saying, I'm not nobody's mascot. All right, we have the hangman. Okay, and this is a sacrifice of putting yourself first. All right, it says here for your overall direction of the things that needs to change. I'm seeing you being a leader, not a follower. And what needs to change is someone needs to understand that you are not complicated. If someone doesn't like something about you, you're open to hearing people out. But if you know that it's incorrectly and someone's reading you wrong, your boundaries are heavy. Okay, it says the upright position of the hangman indicates a sacrifice. Others may not understand the need for the sacrifice, but you see things differently, fire signs, as you walk this path alone. This may be the time of indecision, but take time to breathe and internalize your choices before making any crucial decisions. Okay? All right, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I. It's to prioritize your decisions. Keep your boundaries. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like your boundaries are not good enough, or your standards are not good enough. So what needs to change, fire signs, is um, the what needs to it's something about loyalty. What needs to change is prioritizing your loyalty, but you first. All right. Make sure you go over to the podcast and follow the podcast so you'll know when some readings are uploaded. Also, um, there is, I don't know, Leo, you stand out. It's like you're a leader, but someone, you feel like you don't have control to be able to lead in a way. You can't hide your light. You can't. Okay. For some of you, Aries, Sagittarius, including Leo, this personal creativity of putting yourself first on a daily basis, you may feel like something about old age. You may feel like I'm hearing now is not the time. I think no one believes that you doubt Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. All right. You can always come back to this reading. Okay. All right. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.